Hi everybody and welcome to this tutorial for Do For Love, originally performed by Bobby Caldwell, but I'm sure many of you know this song performed by Tupac Shakur in that hip-hop version. Both of the songs involve quite heavy jazzy voicings with extension notes, sevens, nines, and all. So it's sort of an advanced tutorial. However, there are just 4 chords repeating throughout the whole song. I will show you 2 versions. This will be a very good exercise for you to transpose and not only learn the shape of these chords that I show you here, but well, I'm gonna show you 2 different keys, so you'll be learning 8 new chords, or 8 chords. Maybe you already know the chords. I will first play it in the key of Bobby Caldwell, and then in the key of Tupac, which is a half step higher. Let's first take a look at the end result of the Bobby Caldwell version. All right, so I played, well, I sort of made my own version, but you'll, once you'll get these chords, you can listen to the original and try to, well, do something with chords. That's what my whole method is about. Once you know your chords, you can invert them in different ways and voice them in the way that you like, play them in a pattern that you like, play them in a rhythm that you like, and then try to simulate the song or make your entirely own version. Okay, so the first chord here is a D major 7 with a 9, so a D major 9 actually. A regular D would be like this. Then we add a major 7, which is a C sharp, and an E, which is the 9. And then we're gonna invert and make a nice voicing out of this. The voicing that I used was my left hand played a 1 and a 5, my right hand played the 7, the 9, the 3rd here, and another 5. So what I'm doing rhythm wise, I'm just trying to get into the feel of the song. So I could do this, which is a thing that is often used in pop piano, bouncing with the thumbs. So then again the whole chord, chord, thumb, thumb, chord. Okay, now this is a really jazzy voicing here. The chord is a C sharp, and let's look at what we're playing here. We're calling this C sharp alt, an alterated chord, because there's... Let me explain. We have... My left hand plays, of course, the root note. Yeah, we gotta have that root note for indicating that that is the bass and the chord. Then I'm playing, this will be a regular C sharp. Don't play the 3rd here. I play a +5. So this is a regular 5. Move that up. So actually when I'm coming from the D, I'm keeping that over here. Then my right hand plays a 7. Yes, 7. A minor and a major 3rd. So that you could see that as a flat 10th or a sharp 9. And then I play that +5 again here. So here, really jazzy. Okay, now the next chord is an F sharp minor with at least a 7 over here, which I also play over here. We could add a 9. This is the thing in jazz, you are free to add and subtract notes that you think make a nice color, give a nice color tone to the chord. I think personally that the 11 here is really nice. So I suggest you take some sort of voicing for this F minor, regular F minor 7, and add the 4, which is also the 11. But of course you could play it like this, with a third here, or like this, no third here. I'm just giving you a couple of options, just for not to make it too complicated. Let's stick to this voicing for left. Or add a 9 if you think that's nice. That would sound like... We could. I won't. I didn't do that here in the intro example. But if you think that sounds nice, then add it. I suggest this voicing again. And then we get to a B, a major chord B. Just a regular B is like this. I add the 7 and the 9. So we get a B9. Optionally add the 5 here in your left hand. You could also, for example, play octaves here, B octaves, or just a B. Right hand A, C sharp, which is the 9, D sharp, which is the 3rd, and the 5 over here. Of course, you could, for example, add the 13, which is done on the original recording. Is something like, so that would be 7, 6, or 13 again. So now here I play just F sharp minor 7. Sounds cool as well. Also, you could play a B sus chord, which would be an A or an A major 7 over B. So you see, this is a regular A chord, A, C sharp, E, major 7 of the A, and then over B, that is called B sus. So that means the triad or major 7th of a whole step down. So once, if I wanted to play B sus, I go one step down to A and play the triad over B, or the major 7. So if I want to play C sus, not relevant for this song, but just to indicate how that sus thing works, go down a whole step, so to the B, play the triad, this is C sus, or major 7, B major, B flat major 7. Alright, again, the whole thing. Alright, so you hear me play different things and all in between. That's totally up to you. Just try and get into the feel. Try and drum on your knees, for example, while listening to the song to get into the feel, and then move your drumming onto the piano. Whatever. Just try and fool around with these chords. I'm trying to stick to the voicings that I just explained to you. So, but mess around with these notes. Okay, then a great exercise, because now you know how to play it in the key of Bobby Caldwell, but Tupac actually starts on a half step higher. So then the first chord was D major 7. 9 now becomes E flat major 7, 9. So this is transposing, right? We're just gonna transpose all the chords a half a step up. So then we get to, for example, I like this voicing. Yeah, Yeah. The Tupac version, of course, is a little faster. He also does this. So that's depends on where you play the chord, and actually I think it's played one octave up, something like. Yeah, something like that. So okay, let's take a look at what the chords are. As I said, E flat major 7 with a 9. I double that 9 over here with my thumb, a little technique while playing 2 notes with just 1 finger. But if that's difficult, then this is a regular E flat major 7 and a 9. So this again is the alterated chord. We already saw that involved a +5. You know, from this was the voicing we used on Bobby Caldwell. So we had a +5, a 7, a minor third, and a major third. And okay, so let's transpose that to D, where I like this voicing, which involves the D, the root, the third. A normal 5 would be this, but we have to have a +5, so over there, the +5. The 7 is a C. And there we have the minor third. So here we have a major third, and here we have a minor third. I really like that they're so far apart. Also, I think this is the actual voicing that is used on the Tupac recording. Just listen to that Rhodes piano, that sort of dreamy sound that does. You really hear that note on top. So okay, so again, D, F sharp, A sharp, C, and F. Then he plays that, so that's leading tone, G sharp to a G. So again, yeah, that's not really the chord, it's just sort of leading to the next chord, which is a G minor 9. So for example, this voicing, this is a regular G minor at the 7, which is an F, and the A is the 9. Then we reposition those notes, this A over here, this F over here. Then I leave out the root because that is already in the bass, and here's a nice voicing. Then over to C. We could again do that sus thing, which would be, as I just indicated, a whole triad down, triad for a whole note down, I'm sorry. So that would be B flat chord or B major 7 over C. But I think this sounds a little too, maybe a little too dreamy if you play it like this. So what I do is, again, reposition those notes and look at what we have. It's the exact same voicing as we used on the G. So you see that the relationships of the notes change in regard to the root note. Here, on the G for this voicing, we already saw that this is the 7, this is the 9, this is the 3rd, and this is the 5th. But if we change to a C chord, then this will be a regular C chord. And now this is the 4th, this is the 13, this is the 7, and this is the 9. So sus. C sus. Alright, so that's it. I suggest you try and play it in another key, because with all these extension notes, it's really a bit of sort of music math going on here, figuring out what notes to play where and what extension note it is, what the relationships to the root notes are, is a really good exercise for getting to know the music harmony and chords a little better. So okay, I hope you had fun. Please, if you like the video, hit the thumbs up, share it, leave a comment, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.